All right, so I've gotten it fixed. Sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen. Was The computer was not wanting to work on things, and I'm putting out fires at work all together. But I think it's going now. Sorry about the delay. Hopefully everything is fixed now. There's Jang Sung Woo, two RBI double there. So get you caught up. A single, leadoff single by Chaewon Jun, and then
Thank you
a
for the recommendation, Luke JP.
thank you, Luke. As the 2-0 is filed away from Hilliard. I will do my best to get things fixed and started. All right. Oh, thank you, Luke. I just again, I'm trying to get things caught up and fixed. Oh, Kenny, you have no idea. Why is this not working? For some reason, my buttons are not working at all now. That worked. I don't know what is going on. The way pitch count is supposed to be. Pitch count should be shown. Oh, I haven't set this one up yet. That's what's happened. All right, we're gonna have to do this manually, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's our problem here. That's in there for a strike. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have some massive issues here, I guess. Yes, I finally got it to work. Thanks to a buddy who also streams on Soup was able to help me out. Yeah, so that is outside 2-1. So that works, but other things I'm going to have to fix as we go. First thing I need to do, though, is I need to get your lineups fixed for NC, as that's way outside and it's 3-1. As that is lifted into center field. And that's 3 away on the flyout from Oyun Suk. That's into the top of the first. Sorry that it took me forever to get going, guys. But, oh no. Is it going to erase the chat every single time? I hope not. Oh man, that's not cool. Well, it's half working, I guess. All right, I gotta have to get the lineup fixed here. All right, here we go. Again, I'm trying to get everything fixed, guys. It'll take me a little bit. I guess a little bit. but I think I can get it all fixed. 476 on the season for a SAR. All right. Let me get the lineup put in. Again, I had a bunch of issues last year, and what happened is it's pretty much I had to redo all of my program that does the all of the scores and the at bats and all of that stuff. And because of that, not everything is set up. So I'm gonna try to get first. I'm gonna try to get the lineups fixed for NC, and then from there I'll work on the rest. Is SAR first pitch to Kim Ju-won is ball one. And that one is fouled away. Sounds good. Thank you, Stefan. That works though. And that's foul away, 1-2. Again, I will get this fixed and situated as quick as I possibly can, guys. You have to bear with me for a little bit. And that misses that, catches the inside, and that's a strikeout to number one. Brings up the number two hitter, Shea Jung Wan. And 5-6 pitches from Sauer. Shea Jung Wan, 316, and that's going to be a single up the middle. And that's going to be their first base runner. And the NC Dinos looks at Pake Mina, looks at the ball one low. 1-0. And I will get everything going. Give me just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And he checks over on the runner and easily back. And another ball, 2-0. All right, the home team lineup is at least now up, even though it's the lineup is right, but the positions are wrong. That's fouled away, and it's a 2-1. This weekend is what? It's a Samsung and LG, I think. All right, the 2-1 pitch, way outside, and he steals a bag. Puts the runner on a second base, and that's also ball 3. Right, we're finally getting things a little caught up here. The 29th. And that just catches an inside, and he steals another bag. 2 stolen bases, and that brings our count full, 3-2. Arpo Live TV. That's strange. There's no. That's going to be a ground ball through the left side or through underneath the glove of the first baseman. And that is going to be an RBI double. And I check something, see if some music works. It is not working. Everything. All right, let's see. I got to check the music once again. All right, we've got music now. Okay, so at least I've got one thing in my life fixed. The first thing I fixed all day. All right, that brings up Pak Canoe, and Pak Canoe rips that one foul. And those of you guys watching, I'm doing my best to get it fixed as fast as possible. It's just a lot of things going on. And then that misses outside. 1-1. And Apakanu swings and misses at ball 2, and it's 1-2 now. And up high, 2-2. Saw our 16 pitches already. And did he hold up? Check down to first. He said he went around. Second strikeout of the day. Oops. Puck on. Ooh, doesn't think he went around. Maybe we'll have a little video replay here. Yep, they're gonna check swing. Thank you for the extra time. As now I can catch some stuff up. Yep, he went around. All right, that is fixed. Pakminu over there. Pakanu is done. On to the strikeout brings up Yu Sung. And that misses low and steals another base. Third stolen base so far today. 3 stolen base. Yeah, they scored 2. And that one is lifted up. Center fielder running out. Sliding catch as he comes in, Beijing Day. And that's going to be 3 away. They get 1 run to at least get themselves back. We'll go to the second inning as I continue to try to fix this. It's my life. So much fixing I'm trying to do while it's going on. We're just going to do that, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right. One thing is fixed. One of a million things. All right, we're back. 2-1 game here. 17 pitches in the first inning for Gu Chang Mo, and that is ripped right at Kimmy Jeep. But he makes the catch. That brings up the number 8 hitter, Han Sung Taek. And that's in there for a strike on the outside. Han Sung Taek, 172 on the season, lifts that one, but it's going to get foul out of play, and it's now 0-2. Yeah. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting there. And way up high. Samsung's up. And that one is a foul away. Stays 1-2. There we go. We got to that fixed. We're on our way, ladies and gentlemen. And the 1-2 ground ball to the first baseman, picks it up, steps on the bag, and that's 2 away. So close, ladies and gentlemen. We are so close. And that's in there for a strike, the Egon Mean.
Thank you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
Thank you, thank you. You goopin'. Yagu fan Chris, as that's filed away, and it's 0-2. Again, those of you just joining, I'm trying to fix some stuff as everything, I had a ton of issues. Yugu Pen. What's up? That's way outside, 1-2. All right. Camera. Yeah. And a ground ball to the third baseman on the grass, throws in time. And that will be 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the seconds. 2-1. I think they got 3 hits. 1, 2. All right. Again, I'm almost caught up, guys. I'm so close, yet so far away. The story of my life, man. It's my life. All right. I think that's fixed. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the recommendation,
Speaking
Big
of, I
Dinger.
need to fix that. I'm gonna have to add it as we go to each one. But thank you, Dinger. All right. I think I've got everything caught up, ladies and gentlemen. I can actually attempt to do this whole trying to stream baseball thing. I hope. All right. We've got bottom of the order. Did it work? It did, ladies and gentlemen. Thank goodness. 19 pitches for Saar, and that's a first inning. Want to know now is again. Let me get the lineups all caught up. We're on Kimmy Jeep, and he hits him. Okay, we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. I think. Just that a little bit. There we go. Was that a ding from Stefan? That is in there for a strike to Kim Hyung Jun. Did I actually spell this? Okay. Why is it giving me a ding for Stefan? All right, the 0-1 pitch way outside. 1-0. 1-1 now. Runner on first is Kimmy Jeep. He has a little bit of speed. There we go. All right. There we go. And the 2-1 pitch sets up on the outside. Throws it into the dirt and gets the mask off quick enough, though. He's not able to go any farther. And 25 pitches now for Saar. And here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Way up high. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Saar. And that brings up Davison. Davison way down in the number 8 spots. Thank you. Whoever is doing that. All right. Davison only 220 on the season, and that one he waits on, lifts it to center field. Center fielder ranges back, but comes back forward, and that's 2 away. $229. You know, you've got problems when your DH is hitting 8th and your first baseman is hitting 9th, ladies and gentlemen. You have got some offensive problems absolutely a brewing. And that is fouled off the hands straight back. And it's 0-1. And that is lifted to right field, and that's going to drop down, but it's foul. And it's 0-2. Check over on the runner. He's easily back in there. So elsewhere around the league, Lotte's up 1-0 against LG. LG scoreless yesterday. They are scoreless in Incheon, Doosan, and Incheon. And Samsung is up 1-0 against Hanwha. That misses outside 1-2. What's up, Amelia? Emiliano. I always do that. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Soho Cho, the number 9 batter. A swing and a miss and another strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the first for Sar, 2 strikeouts in the seconds. We go to the third inning. It's 2-1. It's my life now and then. Oh, this commercial is driving me nuts. My life. Yeah, you were here the other day too. All right, so we've got to the top, the top of the third inning. As looks like we've got some changes. Soho Cho's over at third base. Kimmy Jeep is out now. Again, he just got hit in the hands, so he is now coming out. That is it for him. So Soho Cho will move over to third base, and then you'll have a new runner or new first baseman. That's just misses. Braids? Well, no, I've had dreads for about 10 years. 10 years. Is it Chaewon Jun looks at the strike one, and it's 1-1. Chaewon Jun, a single in his first at bat, and then ended up coming around to score. Or no, he did not come around to score. He was erased on the force outs by. That's going to be another single, though. Second time he's been on base today. Second single of the day. I do not bet on the KBO. I just stream it, as that misses low. 1-0. 6-4 ground out in his first at bat, but did come around to score. Here we go, the 1-0 pitch. Just catches the inside corner, 1-1. No, I don't bet on anything. I just stream for you guys. I just stream for you guys. No, I don't know much. I'm a Cardinals fan, as that's going to be a ground ball to second baseman, and he bobbles it, but he's able to get to the outs. Hawk Minu had an easy, tailor-made double play, but he bobbles it. He does get the out, so it won't be an error, but it will be an error in our minds. Tailor-made double play, but was able to at least get to one out, so that's a one good thing out of that. That's going to be a liner caught by the shortstop, throws back to first, but it's not in time. Great play by Kim Ju-won. Sorry, I ordered some stuff and they delivered it in front of. They said they delivered in front of my apartment, but they did not. All right, that brings up Jang Sung-woo, 2 big home runs yesterday, 2 RBI double today. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. If you on my YouTube channel, I put in the community, you can vote, and yeah, you get to pick from there what games you want me to see. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, and it gets away. He's going to run to second, and he throws it into center field. Not going to be an error, though. It won't be an error, as did not move an extra base. It'll just be a wild pitch. And now he's hurt. How do you have that long a nails and play baseball? If any of you guys are watching on SOOP, look how long his fingernails are. They're way too long to be playing baseball. Man, everybody's just getting hurt in this series. Anyan Min, Kimmy Jeep. Now he's injured there. I don't know what they're going to do. He keeps holding his hand. It's shaking a little bit. Yeah, that's what I said, Dinger. That's it's a very Korean look, honestly. Like it's not unheard of to see men with that long of nails. All right, runner on second base. 1-2 counts. 2 away. Swing and a miss. A strikeout at the top of the zone. That's his second K of the day. They gives up a leadoff single, but he's able to get out of it without any other damage. We go to the bottom of the third. It's me fixing everything on the fly. 2-1. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You got cornered, man. All right, so we're back. Kim Juan will lead things off. As Jung Jun Won is over at third base. Another injury. That's 3 injuries so far in this. As Kim Ju Won rips that one foul. 0-2. And that is a foul away. Stays 0-2. And that misses up high. 1-2. Kim Ju Won struck out looking in his first at bats. And that one is lifted to left fielder Hilliard giving chase. But it's foul. Again, I can't see down that line. These new stadiums, NC is the same. I don't know about Gwangju. I don't think it's that bad, but Hanwha Stadium is also the same. They're the exact same type of layouts where there's no room down the foul lines and you can't see anything. NC's isn't nearly as bad as Hanwha's. Hanwha's is awful. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch from Sour. I remember his aunt or uncle was in here the other day telling me how to pronounce it to Sour. Way outside there, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch, that one is lifted up. That might be trouble at the wall, but just on the warning track. And 1 away. A big at bat there, 8 pitches, even though he had a flyout. All right, we have a Oh Young Soo is over at first. As that's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. He's going to grab it. So he tags him out. And 2 away. Quick tag there. Brings up the number 3 hitter, Pak Minu. As I will attempt to get these fixed now. 6 hitter is done. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Pak Minu. Pak Minu, RBI double and a stolen base in his first at bat. And that misses down and in, and it's a 1-1. All right, that one is fixed. And yeah, fouls that one away. Man, so many injuries. And the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss on the inside. Another strikeout for Sar. That's 5 now. As we go to the bottom of or the top of the fourth, it's a 2-1 KT. I've never seen anyone waste so much time while eating Burger King. It was at Burger King too, on campus. Do you have a Burger King on campus? Hey, elsewhere around the league, we will get caught up. The LG has tied it up. They finally scored, ladies and gentlemen, 1-1. The Samsung added another run against Hanwha. They're up at 2-0. As Hanwha is pretty much in a free fall. They've walked 3 batters and they've had 2 errors. That team is just a absolute catastrophe right now. As Hilliard will step in, looks at ball 1 on the outside. And that's a swing and a miss on the inside fastball, 1-1. Kuchang Mo only at 41 pitches, even though he had that rough first inning, but only threw 17 pitches in that first inning. The 1-1 pitch is fouled away, and it's 1-2. 0 for 1 for Hilliard. Again, struck out in the first inning with a runner in scoring position. They have to. Some of these teams are going to start looking for new guys. It is getting to that turn of May. Goes on the inside. He swings and misses. He's going to throw down to first, or throw down, and then he's safe. So he's going to get a strikeout, but he is going to get on first base after the ball gets way, way, way far away. And if you can't get a hit, you might as well strike out and get on that way. We'll see if they try to steal some bases here. All right, runner on first, nobody out. We're going to get a bunt, ladies and gentlemen. And he drops it down. Guchang Mo will get it. Underhand toss to first. And, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Why wouldn't you want to bunt with this? Is so stupid. All right, let's see if they can actually score. They got the 7/8 hitters coming up, so they still got to get a single. They still got to get a single from somebody at the bottom of the lineup. Good looking bunt, though. I will say that. Excellent looking bunt. Had his fingers not wrapped around the bats. He pushed it up the first base line with a lefty on the mound. And that is going to be a ground ball right to the third baseman. Throws across the diamond, and that's, well, 2 away. So that bunt means absolutely exactly what you thought it would be. Nothing. All right, Hansen Tech steps in. 0 for 1 on the day, and he lifts that one to left field. Coming in is the left fielder, makes the catch, and the bunt means absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen, but an out. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's a 2-1 KT. Gotta love KBO our managers. Absolutely amazing. It's mind blowing how bad they are, but and now he thinks all bad. And now he thinks all Korean people are bad people. Dinger, I don't think that's humanly possible. I don't think that's humanly possible. There is nothing, no couple that is more in love than KBO managers and bunting. I mean, that's just pure fact. I don't know. I mean, maybe he'll ask somebody else. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. All right, so we go to the bottom of the fourth. They're going to have the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Pak Kanu leads things off. Struck out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And that's a foul. Samsung up. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball through the left side, and he's going to be on base with a leadoff single. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Yu Sung 0 for 1, flew out to center field back in the first at bat in his only at bat of the day. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Misses way outside. 1-2. Yu Sung. Will they run on this catcher? They already have 3 stolen bases, 4 stolen bases. And a beautiful pitch in there. Catches him looking for his 7th strikeout of the day. Just froze him on the slider. Sweeper, slider, whichever one it is. I don't know the difference just by looking. He hits him. He has now hit the number 6 hitter twice, but they've been different batters. So runners on first and second now. Saar hit his second batter. Kim Young-jun, 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first at bat. Sets up on the outside, and it's lifted up. A right fielder giving chase. The second baseman outs, makes it over the shoulder catch, and that is 2 away. Brings up Davison, who flew out to center field in his first at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Davison needs to get out of this rut he's in. He's already been dropped all the way down to the 8th spot. The catcher is literally standing up, but he misses badly. But he misses so badly that he ends up catching the outside corner. It's 0-2 now. It's fouled away. At least he stays alive here. Only 1 pitch in his first at bat. right, the 0-2 pitch lays off of it. Good to see him laying off of that. Somebody, I went for a jog the other night, Arpo, and I was running around a corner, and I'm running. Well, we'll call it we're moving faster than a walk. Uh, Pops that one up. Third baseman just at the foul line moves back in a little bit and makes the catch. And that's 3 away. They get a single and a hit by pitch, but nothing after that. We go to the 5th inning. It's a 2-1 KT. NC now 1 for 9 with runners on base, 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. The 1 run was from the 1 hit with runners on base and runners in scoring position. What? 11? 11? No. 3. What are you talking about? I was like, how did they score 8 runs? Because I was like, I know it was just 3-0. How did they score 8 runs? I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Did they get the what was it? The like the Saudi Arabian League, the Middle East League that had the golden ball that was worth 6 or 8 runs or something like that? You could call for the golden ball. All right, to top of the 5th inning, they're going to have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up as that one is fouled off, and it's 0-1. How is he only at 47 pitches? That's just misses low, 1-1. Chang Mo, it's crazy. Four innings, 46 pitches, but he's down 2-1. Yet Lachlan Wells also down 1-0 yesterday, 78 pitches through 7. As that one is in there for a strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-2. He got mean 5-3 ground out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And that's a broken bat. Shortstop is going to get it. Throws over to first in time. As that's broken bat just shattered into a bunch of pieces. But it's 1 away, and that's going to bring up the most dangerous hitter for KT today, Shaewon June. He's been on base twice, but he hasn't made it to second base because the guy behind him keeps knocking him out. Shaewon June 2 for 2. And the 0-1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Uchang Mo not pitching horribly, not at all, but he's got to 3 strikeouts. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 Ks. Those of you guys watching in YouTube. And here we go, the 0-2 pitch. And he slaps the bat down on the ground, but fouls it away. He's 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch in the dirt's 1-2. One-two pitch once again. This sets up way outside in the other batter's box. And throws it right there. 2-2. All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. A third single for him. A single in the first, a single in the second, and or single in the first, a single in third, and a single in the fifth. 3 for 3 against his old team. Again, he played for Kia, but was traded mid-season from Kia to NC. NC didn't sign him in the offseason. He went to KT, and he is making his old team pay. All 14 KT Wiz fans made the trip to NC. Right to Jung. And he throws it in the dirt, and he's going to head on over to second base. He's like, well, you know, guys, if you cannot get me over to second, you keep grounding outs. I am just going to go to second on my own. Oh, now you got a runner over to second in scoring position. That is on the catcher there. Hit his glove, but got away anyway. And, Kim Hyung-jun is in the dugout. And they're taking him out. They're taking him out. All right. Well, we are going to have a new catcher. Hu Chang Mo just standing there with the glove. Thought they said his name was Han Jun Yo. Han Jun Yo. NC is down one player. Down 2 players now. KT down 2 is An Hyun Min. Obviously, the injury yesterday. All right. Jang Jun Wan looks at a strike in there, and it's 1-1. This is just a weird game and a weird day, honestly. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Throws over to first. And the 6-3 putouts, 2 away, but he's now 90 feet away with a backup catcher in there. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. Kim Hyun-soo, 1 for 2, an RBI or a double with a run scored in the first at bat, and then he lined out to the shortstop in his second at bat. And that misses way up, 1-1. And the 1-1 is a fouled away, out of play. Get yourself a ball, boys. Kim Hyun-soo, 2 home runs yesterday. Excellent pickup for KT. And here we go, the 1-2 pitch. That is lifted to left field, but it's over a couple steps. And that's 3 away. Gives up another single to Chaewon Jun, but nothing from it. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 KT. Feel like this game has a feeling of just a late game blow up. KT now 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position or runners on base, 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Who knows, Arpo? What are you doing with it? Thar will be back out there. Wu Chong Mo, his pitch count is looking mighty fine. Oop. All right, I need to add that chat. Maybe that's why. Trying to charge and do that. Oh, really? Yeah, you should just to plug it in. Yeah, your wireless charger can't do it. Can't charge fast enough. Oh, elsewhere around the league, LG's taking the lead at 2-1. The Samsung's up 3-0, and Kiyoom's taking a 1-0 lead over Kia. Bauer back out on the mound, 60 pitches, 15 in that last inning, even though he hit a batter and gave up a single. Saho Chol, the number 9 hitter, will lead things off. You're on the train? That one is down and away, and it's 1-0. Saho Chol struck out in his first at bats. 0 for 1 on the day, only hitting .222 on this season. This is up high. 2-0. Ah. And the 2-1 is a slapped foul. 2-1. Just go, Arpo, just go unplug the vending machine that's out there. All right, 2-1 pitch. Sauer, 63 pitches. 7 strikeouts for him. He has had it working today. He's got himself a 2-1 lead here in the 5th inning. And a beautiful pitch there. Pops it up to the right fielder. 1 away. Brings up the number 1 hitter. Leadoff batter, Kim Ju-won, 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking in his first at bat and a fly out to right in his second. Kinju. And the 0-1 pitch. And this is low, 1-1. "67 pitches for Sauer," and the 1-2 pitch just sets up on the outside, and that is catching him looking at the bottom of the zone. Another looking strikeout, number 8 on the day as we ring up the number 2 hitter. And that's going to be fouled just straight away. And no 1-1. And the 0-1 pitch, that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. And fouled it into his glove, but he's not able to hold on to it, and it's now still 0-2. Oh, had it for a second, but just dropped out of the loose webbing that a lot of these catchers have now. Here we go, the 0-2 pitch. That's fouled away. Stays 0-2. Trying to knock it into the NC Dinos dugout. See if they can injure some more players. And another strikeout. Ends the inning with his 9th strikeout of the day. We'll take a little bit of a break, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back in just a few. All right, so we're back. That pitch just just started right as we came back. Guchang Mo was 63 pitches through 5 innings. And that is a fouled away, and it's 0-2. Having back-to-back excellent starts from both pitchers. Yesterday's game. All right, well, I'm not in Dejan anymore. Remember, I don't know how close you come because I'm way in Chungju now. All right, the 0-2 pitch from Guchang Mo, way outside. 1-0. And the 1-2 pitch fouled away. Stays at 2-2. Yeah, get you some apples. The trees are starting to show up. All right, the Jungsang Wu. Jongsung Wu. It's in there for a strike. And it just catches the bottom of the zone. Another strikeout for Guchang Mo. That is number 4. I'll have to remember that. Yeah. All of the like bus stops here are all apple shaped. All right, Hilliard just steps in and looks at ball 1 up and in, and it's 1-0. Hilliard 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts today. And now Daegu is home of Chimek, chicken and beer. And Hilliard struck out in his last at bat, but was able to reach base, and that caused the catcher to be removed. Kim Hyung Jun was taken out after that. The 2-0 pitch misses low, 3-0. Hilliard is on Kiwi's a watch list as possible. There's basically 3 guys, not the Asian quota. There's a bunch of guys, as that's in there for strike, but basically 3 guys that are looking like they might be taking an early flight home. As here we go, the 3-1 pitch to Hilliard. Runs way in and he walks him. Let me rephrase that. 3 batters. Yeah. Brings up the number 6 hitter. Oh, Yoon Suk. Why do they need to win? First walk of the day for Guchang Mo. A little powwow out there on the mound. All right, here we go now. The big number 6 hitter, Oh Yoon Suk. Build that lead early. Oh for 1 on the day. He did have a lovely sacrifice bunt in his last at bat. That helped them score 0 runs. So that is important. Also flew out to center field in his first at bat to end the first inning. Misses outside. 1-0. All the games are close today. Nice to see some close games in the KBO. Nice to see some good pitching as that one misses outside. 2-0. Just as I said that, he throws another ball. Walked Hilliard, and now he's got a down. He's down 2-0 here. He fell down 2-0 to Hilliard. And the 2-0 pitch, nope, checks over on Hilliard. He's easily back. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. All right, here we go. The 2-0 pitch sets up on the outside, and it's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Those of you watching at SOOP, please hit the little thumbs up button. That is called an up or a recommendation. It is very, very important on SOOP. You can also hit the little star that lets you follow me, become a loyal viewer. Doesn't cost you anything, but it makes me feel better about myself. And here comes the 2-1 pitch that misses low. 3-1. Those of you on YouTube, you guys can obviously also hit the thumbs up button, like the stream. You can also subscribe because that also makes me feel fantastic. All right, the 3-1 pitch just sets up on the inside. Way up high. Ball 4. Another walk, and now you've got runners on first and second with just 1 out and a pitcher that is struggling to throw strikes. We pitched extremely well through the first 5 innings. 17 pitches in the first inning, 10 in the second, 12 in the third, 7 in the fourth, and 17 in the fifth. But it's right now he's thrown 15 pitches and he's walked 2 batters. As we're going to have a mound visit here. No, we're going to have a pitching change. A quick hook here is going down to the bottom of the order. Doesn't want to deal with it. Doesn't want to risk it. Can't say that I fault the move, as he can go to a righty to face Beijing Day. But we'll take a little break here as they bring in the new pitcher. Wu Changmo on the hook for both of those runners. Beijing Wan coming in. It looks like that was his name. Elsewhere around the league, again, LG's up 2-1 against Lotte. Lotte had the early lead in the first inning, but LG scored a run in the second and in the third. Then you've got Doosan and SSG both at goose eggs through 5 innings there. And Samsung's up 3-0 against Hanwha. They scored 1 in the second and 2 in the third. Hanwha, 2 errors, and they've given up 4 walks. The pitching struggles continues. Looks like Kia just tied it up in the bottom of the 5th inning against Kium. Kium put up 1 in the top of the 4th, and then Kia just tied it in the bottom of the 5th. They've got 2 outs, runners on first and second with Kim Ho.
Thank you for the recommendation, J Circle.
Thank you, J Circle. And I got to keep fixing these as we go. It's my life now or never. Beijing Day will button. Beijing Wan out on the mound now. 1.35 ERA, 9 games, 4 holds, 6.2 innings, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 1.35 whip. Whoa, that's English. We don't want that. Beijing Wan. All right, so here we go. Oh, a runner on first and second. Hilliard at second. Pretty good speed. Over at first is Oh Yoon Suk. He has a decent speed. And that is lifted straight to center field. The center fielder going back at the warning track, makes the catch. Hilliard will tag up, and that will be 2 away. As now they've got runners on the corners with those 2 outs. One pitch, 1 out. Han Sung Taek will step in now. 0 for 2 on the day. Ground ball to the first baseman, and then also a fly out to left. Fly out to left ended the 4th inning with a runner in scoring position. That's what I like to hear, Kiwi. That is low. 1-0. Now do you get plugged in, Arpo? Kiwi, we were learning, one of my classes was learning the letter G today, and one of their pictures was goat. Is the 1-0 swing and a miss there. Big swing. Right-handers hitting a 59 against him this season. I was gonna sub a picture of Moon Hyun Bin in for the goats, but I didn't think they'd get it. He throws over to first. Yeah, I've got the window open. I don't know if you guys can see it's kind of fluttering there. Checks over on the first runner at first once again. Na. And that's going to be a ground ball over the third baseman's head on the chopper, and he's going to come up with an RBI single. And Hilliard's going to score, and Oh Yoon Suk is going to head on over to third as they now are up 3-1. Brings up the number 9 hitter. Yeah, goat is universal. Yeah, I mean Koreans understand, but they don't understand. When they're first, second graders, is that's going to be a liner right to the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. But they get another one on a couple walks and a single. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 3-1 KT. Yeah, the kids probably don't speak baseball language or sports language, I should say. Yeah, a little young for that, but it's all right. All right, so we're gonna watch this lovely advertisement here. SAR is still out there, pitching absolutely fantastic. As you can see, all those K's lined up at the top there. If you
Thank you for the recommendation, Michael KBO.
thank you, Michael. This commercial hits now or never. This is the song, ladies and gentlemen. This is the song that I keep singing and hearing at least 7 or 8 times per game. And have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for for NC here is Sar again pitching well. That's right off of his foot, right to the third base shortstop who bobbles it, and he is going to be in there for probably going to go down as a hit. I'm going to guess that that's going to go down as a hit. Again, off of Sauer's ankle or his foot. A bounce to the shortstop. The shortstop bobbled it. Off of his calf. The shortstop bobbles it. I think he might have had him if he didn't bobble it. I don't know. But nonetheless, we are going to have a Pak Ganu stepping in with we'll see what the official word is on that. Oh, Hanwha scored a run, ladies and gentlemen. Try to get the official ruling, official scoring. Pak Ganu 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat, single to lead off the fourth, but nothing with it, and that misses low and outside 1-0. Nope, they do not call it a foul or a error. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Pak Ganu. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And it's a 1-1. Again, Sauer having a fantastic day. 9 strikeouts. He's given up 4 hits so far here in the bottom of the 6th. A leadoff hitter on. The 1-1 is a popped foul. He waited on it, but wasn't able to do nothing. There you go, Arpo. You've got the wireless charger. But is the wireless charging decent on the train? Why do I have that he's got 9? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8K. I have an extra one in there. That is now a 2 and 2. We got a backwards, a forward. And we've got a forward and a forward and a forward and a backwards, forward. All right, now we go. 8K, sorry. Did not go around on that. And we've got ourselves a full count. 3-2 pitch coming up. Runner on first. And he turns on it, lifts it up, but I think it's going to hook foul. Foul. Just missed a tie game, and then it bounces out of the stadium. I love everybody staring right down the line. All right, the 3-2 pitch once again. Nope, checks over on the runner. Pak Minu, the captain over there at first base. Trying to think of the last time I was on a train, actually, Arpo. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. Nope, It throws over to first once again. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. Misses up high and he walks him. Runners on first and second now with nobody out. Brings up the number 5 hitter, Yu Sung. Do we get a mound visit here? First walk of the day for him. He has hit 2 batters. The number 6 batter has been up twice today. He's been hit both times. One took Kimmy Jeep out of the game. The other one was in the foot to Young Soo. Yu Sung 0 for 2. Flew out to center in his first at bat and struck out looking in his second. They've had plenty of opportunities. They're 1 for 9 with runners on base. They're 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. That one hit was Pak Minu back in the 3rd inning. Yu Sung does have some power, though. Nope. Check over on the runner at second. That's perfect, Arpo. That's the dream. Here we go. Sets up right down the middle. Lays off of it, and it's 1-0. And another pitch way outside at 2-0. Where are you at, Arpo? What station? All right, the 2-0 pitch. All 17 hairs on the chin of chin of Yu Sung. That's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. You're heading back home for the weekend? You heading back to Daegu for the weekend? Yeah. If you're taking the KTX, it's about 55 minutes, I think, from Seoul Station to Daejeon. Yeah, and the 2-0 in there for a strike on the right down the middle, 2-2. Well, that seems like a lot of moving for one day. Yeah, as that time is called. And the pitch swing just got a piece of it. So otherwise, it'd be better off if he didn't get a piece of it, honestly, as that would have ended up going to the backstop. He probably wouldn't have been able to be first, and both runners would have advanced a base. Fell behind at 2-0 and has been working Yu Sung hard here. And another 2-2 pitch. Again, throws the bat basically at a ball in the other batter's box, but he gets a piece of it, and it's 2-2. Now you come back with a fastball inside, and watch him flail or freeze. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch to Yu Sung. 87 pitches for Sauer now. And that is the fastball inside, just like I said, but he gets a piece of it. "15 pitches this inning." He was at 73 coming into this inning. Now at 15. And the 2-2 pitch once again. And he gets another piece of it. Will go into foul territory, though. And that's one away. A big at bat there. Didn't get anything from it, but did work a lot of pitches. LG scored another run. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. We'll see how many of these games end up this close once the bullpens really get involved. Oh Young-soo hit by a pitch in his only at bat, so that's way outside. And another 2 stolen bases. They are just running all over Han Sung-taek. That is 5 stolen bases now. If it's the ace of the team, usually 100. That's why if you watch, Michael, if you watch, oftentimes what happens is when they throw 100 pitches, it'll change color. It'll turn red. I try to do it on my stream too, on my YouTube stream. As Pak Minu will need a new belt as he ripped that one, diving into third base. All right, Oh Young-soo, the 1-0 count to him. 90 pitches now for Sauer. The number 6 batter for NC has had a rough day. Kimmy Jeep hit by a pitch in the second inning. Ended up getting left on base. That's way up, though. And that's 2-0. And now Oh Young-soo took over at first as Saho Cho moved over to third base, and then he was hit in the foot in his first at-bat. That just catches the top of the zone, and it's 2-1. Beautiful pitch there, honestly. Absolute beaut. All right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Ground ball to the first baseman. Grabs it. He's not going to be able to beat him out, and that's going to be an infield single. As Sauer did not cover the bag. Did not cover the bag. On Jungyo. Yeah, I couldn't see. I was listening and trying to hear it. Sauer not covering the bag ends up hurting them, as now you've got an infield single. You've got runners on first and third with still just 1 out. Brings up the number 7 hitter. But that'll be it for Sauer. He is still responsible for the 2 runners on base. We'll have the first pitching change for KT. Is that what it is? We'll see who comes in to pitch. Oh, Doosan finally on the board against SSG. Finally on the board for SSG. Cameron with an RBI. Looks like Cameron with a home run. Thank you, Cameron. That helps me a lot. I'll take those 6 points, sir. Moon Yun Bin. I think that's who scored the 1 run for, yep, Kongbei Ko with a sac fly scored Moon Yun Bin. He has added 2 more. They've taken a 3-1 lead now. Of course, Kiwi. All right. So again, we should have a new pitcher out there. I'm waiting to see who it is. Oh, Skamoto. KT is looking to blow this game open. Anjung Yo. Did I? Being wind. And way, way up high. Ball 1-0. Skamoto again. None of, and I say this confidently, none of the Japanese Asian quota pitchers have been pitching well this year. It has not been good at all. The 1-0 pitch just sets up on the outside. And there for a strike, and it's 1-1. And yeah, another error. That's 3 errors now. Yeah, look on the bright side, Kiwi. You didn't pay to go. Pitch way outside. He a suicide squeeze, and they caught him in a rundown. Well done, KBO. Suicide squeeze. It gets him at third. He'll move up to second base, but good Lord. Absolute awful. That is the real question, Harpo. What is it? Because what the hell was that? Why are you suicide squeezing against a guy that can't throw strikes? Just unbelievable. Awful. And that is in the dirts. Right there, you could have been on second base anyway. Just unbelievable. Like, the managers in this league just have zero idea what the hell they're doing. Like, if you would have done that against Sauer, I would have been like, oh, that's a gutsy call. But doing it against a guy that can't throw strikes, it's just an awful, awful, awful decision. The 2-2 pitch, and he throws it in the other batter's box again. He could be, walking over to first base right now. There's no reason whatsoever for that. None. All right, the 3-2 pitch sets up on the outside. He fouls it away. Stays the 3-2. Which is unbelievable. It's so bad, Dinger. And the 3-2 pitch just catches the outside corner, and that is a absolute blown inning. Absolute blown inning. We go to the 7th inning. It's a 3-2. Just unbelievably bad. Like, how is it that bad, honestly? Like, how? Like, how do you do things that bad? I'm just, it's amazing. Like, you got KT's manager trying to give you the game. He's trying to give you the game by bunting with a runner on first and nobody outs. He's got the 2 catchers that can't throw anybody out. NC's stealing all over the day. And then he brings in Skamoto, who hasn't pitched well at all season, with a runner on second and third, or a runner on first and third. And then you try little league crap, and you wonder why everybody thinks that you're a little league manager. Just unbelievable how bad these managers are. KT will have the top of their lineup coming up with the 1, 2, 3 hitters. Yeah, and he's going to try to force it, apparently. All right, we've got to the top of the 7th inning up now. Again, I'm still dumbfounded by that whole last inning. Kim Young-gyu out on the mound. He's another one of those guys that have pitched for the national team, is struggling. 7.71 ERA. I have some changes defensively. Pak Ganu is out now. Lotte ties it up. As Pak Ganu is now injured. That's 2 injuries for NC. That hurts. 1-0, 2-0. Chaewon Jun, a 3 for 3 on the day, a single, and a single, yet no runs for him. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone at 2-2. See if I can figure out who's on Young. And that's going to be another single. 4 singles for the leadoff batter. 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth, and 1 in the 7th. He is doing his part to make sure KT gets a win. especially after NC's manager just gifted it to him. — 5-1. I hope so, as that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a runner on first, nobody out. We're getting a bunt. Yeah, KT's manager reminding everybody why he's in the top three of the worst managers in the league. Right there. Reminding everybody why he is in the top three of worst managers in the league. Says a lot too. Why? Because if you think about it, the three big players for KT have all left after him, as that one is lifted into left field. The left fielder running over, makes the catch, falls down, gets back up, and throws it in. 2 away now, and once again, everybody making sure that. Yeah, I mean, what do you say at this point? A fantastic catch. The big boy was rumbling over there in left field. He sung not the most fleet of foot at all. Falls down after he makes the catch, rolls over, but get me that save. As Jang Sung-woo will be intentionally walked. Brings up Hilliard. Hilliard 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Also 2 strikeouts. That misses way, way outside. 1-0. Strikeout. Strikeout. Walk. Not a good day for Hilliard. Yeah, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at ball 2. 1-1. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Arpo. As the 1-1 pitch now. Sets up down at the knees and throws it way below that. Yeah, but didn't they have 3 errors, Arpo? A 3-2 pitch. Sorry, not 3-2. The 2-1 pitch. Davison trying to figure out how to swing a bat again in that dugouts as that pops up. Third baseman in foul territory. Makes the catch. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, a runner on first, nobody out, and a bunt scored 0 runs. So surprising. So, I mean, so surprising. I'm so surprised. I thought really that they were going to defy the odds and score a run. Why? Why would you do that? Why? 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 Commercial is driving me nuts. All right, NC is gonna have their 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Oh, gotta fix my chats there. Elsewhere around the league, let me get some updates for you guys. LG Lotte 3-3. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning there. Doosan's up 1-0. They're in the bottom of the 7th. Samsung's up 5-1. They're batting now in the top of the 8th. And Kia's up 3-1, but they're up in the bottom of the 7th. All right, bottom of the 7th. I said bottom of the 7th. Skamoto's still out there. No problem. No problem at all. Make sure that if there's a team you want to watch, Dimas, if there's a team you want to watch, make sure you vote in the poll over on YouTube. You can see the channel up there at the top. Way up high. Want to know. Davison 0 for 2, flew out to center in his first at bat. Popped up to the third baseman in his second. Really struggling this season as the 1-0 is going to brown ball right to the shortstop, scoops it up, throws across the diamond, and one away. Brings up the number 9 hitter. Six. All right. Saho Chol 0 for 2. Looks at to strike one down the middle, and it's 0-1. No, they can bunt well, but no, they can't bunt well. They're not very good at bunting, as that is a fouled away. 0-2. They tried to bunt well. They try to bunt well. There is gonna be at least every series. There's gonna be at least 2 or 3 bad bunts, like popped up to foul territory or hit too hard. If you're 63 and you're a baseball fan, you probably really like you kind of grew up watching small ball, like in the 80s and early 90s, before the home run kind of took over, and you probably remember how you would hold the bats whenever you bunt, and they do not do that in the KBO. As the 0-2 way outside, 1-2. That Hansen Yuck warming up, maybe. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Rolls over, a third baseman grabs it, throws across the diamond, and 2 away. 6-3 ground out, 5-3 ground out. That flips the lineup back over to the top. Kim Ju-won. Kim Ju-won 0 for 3 on the day. 2 strikeouts, both of them looking, and a fly out to right field. Another guy that was on the national team that has just not played well. 0-3 pitch, swing and a miss way inside. Almost hit him. That's a ground ball right through the right side. And a 2-out single from Kim Ju-won. Oh, Kim Ju-won. Pittsburgh is one baseball stadium I would like to go to if I make my way back to the U.S. sometime. All right, Kim Ju-won over at first base. He's got plenty of speed, ladies and gentlemen. Led the league in the stolen bases last year. Skamoto now, 16 pitches, 9 games. Kim Min-soo, 8 games. Han Sung-hyuk, 9 games. That looks like, again, that looks like Han Sung. Yep, that's Han Sung-hyuk. Going with the same guys over and over and over and over. Shea Jung-won, 1 for 3 on the day. That misses up high, 1-0. Single and 2 stolen bases in his first at bats. Yeah, everything I've ever seen said it's absolutely amazing. The 1-0 is in there for strike, 1-1 at the top of the zone. Shea Jung-won also struck out in his last at bat and grounded out to the first baseman in his second. And Kim Ju-won over at first, plenty of speed. We'll see if they put him in motion, as that one is fouled away. And now it's a 1-2 count, so you might as well. You got to put him in motion now. Yeah, I haven't been to many stadiums in the U.S. Rocky Stadium or Coors Field. I've been there a couple times. Old Bush, New Bush, Royal Stadium, Kauffman Stadium. What else? Fenway. 1-2 is checks over on the runner at first. The 1-2 pitch just sets up on the inside. Catches him looking as it just gets a stitch on the outside. We'll go to the 8th inning. 3-2. Yeah, it was awesome. What's up, Musty? What is up? Yeah, Coors Field is awesome. It is downtown. At the time, I lived in the mountains, but I ran a restaurant and a couple of restaurants and bars at the time. So I was had good connections downtown. Where when I did go downtown, I'd head up some of the breweries. Yeah. So I'd check out some of the breweries, and then we'd walk over to the stadium. And we used to go to a place just down the street from the stadium. It was a Wisconsin place because we'd always go there and get their Wisconsin mac and cheese. Are you a big Dinos fan? Well, make sure you tell him that he's he if he I'm sure that he got into the KBO in 2020 when it was on ESPN. I'm sure that's whenever he got involved in it. If he's a Dinos fan, that's my guess. Uh, I lived in the mountains. I lived in Frisco and Summit Cove, and just down the street from Keystone. All right, to top of the 8th inning. Kim Jin Ho out on the mound. number 6 hitter out in Kim Jin-ho with 11.25 ERA on the season in just 6 games, just 4 innings. That's in there for a strike though, and it's 1-1. That's Mrs. Lowe. 2-1.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, thank you. Anton, I'm on. Ah, man, I can't read that. The 3-2 is outside, or sorry, the 2-1 is outside at 3-1 now. Yeah, Coors Field is super cheap too. You can get yourself a rock pile tickets. Again, whenever I was there, it was, I don't know, $7, $8, $9, $10 or something like that. I never sat in those, but they were always an option. That's just catches the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Oh Yoon Suk over 1 on the day. He flew out to center field in his first at bat, a sacrifice bunt that did nothing, and then a walk, as that is in the dirts. And that's going to be ball 4, a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning to the number 6 hitter. Brings up the number 7 hitter. Yeah. So that's the reason why I actually stream these games, is because in 2020, I've been in Korea since 2014. I actually went to a lot of games in 2020. I had like a little thing, a little pass thing. I did, because the season tickets were canceled that year because of COVID. Because that's going to be a ground ball, a bunt right back to the pitcher. Throws over to first, a runner on first. So with nobody out, so they bunts. Why not, ladies and gentlemen? Why not? Oh yeah, because it lowers your chance of scoring a run. I'm gonna say it again, 3rd time today, ladies and gentlemen. I sound like Eeyore when I'm talking about this. Uh-oh. 1 walk, Arpo. I told you it's because you started talking. But yeah, so during COVID, the KBO was obviously streamed or broadcast on ESPN, and a lot of people complained about it. A lot of KBO fans actually complained about it. That's up high. Looks like we've got a nope. Hansung Taek is still in there, 1 for 3, an RBI single in his last at bat, a ground ball to the first baseman, and a fly out to left. But yeah, a lot of people complained about it, and they didn't renew their contract in 2021. I was like, okay, well, I'll do it. So in 2022, I started streaming the games. That's going to be a ground ball right to the third baseman. Looks the runner back and throws over, and now it's a 2 away. Guess what? There's still a runner on second, and the bunt is still useless. As the 5-3 ground out to 2 away now brings up the number 9 hitter. Lee Gong-min, the rookie, 0 for 3 on the day, 5-3 ground out in his first at bat, a 6-3 ground out at his second, and then lined out to the third baseman in his last at bat. Nope, we're gonna have a pinch hitter here. Lee Jung-hoon is going to pinch hit. First pitch is in there for a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Lee Jung-hoon just hitting .235 on the season. He's one of those other guys that really has no position. He is a designated hitter. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Misses low, 1-1. He has been around a while, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but they got rid of it. They don't have the UFO logo anymore. Yeah, as the 3-2 pitch sets up high, just above the waist, and that's way up high. 2-1. Because I have knock this Dinos uniform off. Here we go. Oh, that is in the dirts. He's able to get it before anything, and it's 3-1 now. So I have my Landers hats because they had a collab. So maybe you can see that, the little Landers UFO. But yeah, they don't even have this logo anymore. I don't know if they still have a New Era Landers hat or not. But here we go, the 3-1 pitch. That is going to be lifted to the left fielder who makes the catch coming in. And that is once again another runner on first, nobody out, a bunt that's scored 0 runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-2. It's not just bunting, it's the fact of when they bunt. It's so frustrating. It's so bad to watch. Like, and the managers and everybody's like, oh, yeah, great. And then you got to all the fans, cheering, oh, yay, great bunch. And then they're like, oh, we didn't score. But they haven't put together the fact that a runner on first with nobody out has a greater chance of scoring at least 1 run than a runner on second with 1 out, especially because it's not like the 80s where you've got, every team's got 2 or 3 300 hitters. This league has each team has usually 1 or 2 really, really, really good hitters, and then the rest are all 270 to 280. But any time that they're in situations that is important, they can't hit because every time they're in a situation that's important, they're asked to bunt. Fix that chat again. Those of you watching, I just fixed my chat today. As looks like maybe Han Sung Hyuk is out there on the mound, I believe, for KT. They're gonna have Pak Minu who's gonna lead things off. No, Pak Ganu is out. I forgot they took him out. Yep, Han Sung Hyuk. And that's in there for a strike. Is Pak Minu, not it's a Pak Ganu. Han Sung Hyuk, he was the pick that KT made. Is that misses way inside the pick that KT made after Hanwha signed Kang Baek Ho. As KT has just been mainly taking relievers from Hanwha, since Hanwha just keeps signing all of their players. All right, so those of you watching in SOOP, please hit the little thumbs up button. That is called an up or a recommendation. It sends it out to it sends it out to the main page. As the 1-1 pitch misses outside at 2-1. No problem. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. Make sure you hit the little star button, and then you can follow, and you can also tell the boy, as that's in there for strike, and it's 2-2. Yeah, let him know, and that way he can also watch some KBO with some English English broadcasting. Hak Minu, 87 on the WAR, 2 for 3 today. And a swing and a miss. Tags them out. Han Sung Hyuk with 1 away now. Brings up the number 4 hitter. Again, he's got a pinch hitter here, Han Suk Hyun, who took over in back in the 7th inning. It took over for on defense after Park Ganu messed up his knee, sliding into second on that double steal. All right, Han Sung Hyun, 308 on the season, getting his first at bat of the day. That's way outside though, and it's 1-0. Park Young Hyun warming up in the bullpen, the right-handed closer for KT. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Throws over. And the 4-3 putouts. 2 away. Brings up the number 5 hitter. Yu Sung. Looks like LG is taking the lead back. They're up 5-3 now. And misses up. Nope, but just does catch the top of the zone. Again, a reminder to those that aren't aware, KBO uses a full ABS system, so all pitches are called by the old robots. They're taking over, ladies and gentlemen. Yu Sung 0 for 3 on the day, way up high. That one is not dropping into the zone. Yu Sung flew out to center in his first at bat, struck out looking in his second, and then popped up to the catcher in foul territory in the 4th. Sorry, the 6th. The 1-1 pitch outside at 2-1. Oh, that team is such a that team is that team is so bad. And that is a fouled away, 2-2. Bringing in your closer in a 5-run loss. I don't know. You're the one that follows Hanwha baseball. I don't follow them on the old. That misses inside. 3-2 runs the count of 4. Kiwi came into the chat, so now Han Sung Hyuk is like, oh, my boy, Kiwi. I'm going to do what all the Hanwha players do, all the Hanwha pitchers do, and I'm going to walk a guy. Who do they have next? They got like KT, SSG, and NC coming up or something. Here we go. The 3-2 pitch that's up on the outside, and he walks him. All right, we're gonna add a pinch hitter or pinch runner here. Is Jun Chae Wan maybe? Nope, that is not him. And let's check over on the runner. We do have a pinch hitter though, Shin Jae-in. Again, there is no limit on how many times you can throw over. And that gets away. Ote Young is going to go first to third. He's going to slide in and in there on a wild throw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is KBO baseball. The throw from Han Sung Hyuk over to first base does the best impersonation of a Hanwha player, as that puts a runner on third now. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, guys. All right, Shin Jae-in right off of Han Sung-hyuk, rolls to the second baseman, and in he beats it out. And that is going to be an RBI single off of the pitcher. RBI single off of the pitcher, and the air comes up huge. Wow. KBO doing KBO things. That what speed do, ladies and gentlemen. That what speed do. All right, that brings up the number 7 hitter, Han Jung Yo. 0 for 1 on the day, struck out looking in his 1 at bat. And fouls that one straight back. Dinger busting out the NC Dinos emoticons. Growing deep into the SOOP territory as the 0-1 pitch way up high. 1-1. Good to see a good game once again. A 1-1 pitch. A broken bat up the middle. Second baseman grabs it underhand toss to the shortstop. And that's the 3 away. But not before they tie it up after a walk, an error, and an infield single off of the pitcher's second infield single off the pitcher today. We go to the 9th inning at 3-3. 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 3 3. Absolute KBO-ness, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there goes Sauer's win. That's what I like to see, Kiwi. Hanwha raised the prices so much, they just keep throwing people in there, thinking that everything's going to keep going on forever. Yeah. KT's going to have the top of their lineup coming up. The 1-2-3 is Chae Won-jung to lead things off. He's a 4 for 4 on the day. Who will be coming in for? All right, Eugene Nuke, the bringing in the closer here to face the top of the lineup. Not a bad idea. This is where I do believe the closer should be coming out. And that's first pitch is fouled away. Eugene Nuke, a 5.06 ERA, 6 games, a 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save, 5.1 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a 1.31 whip. And that misses way outside. 1-1. Oh, I know there are some changes in the lineups. I'll try my best to figure out what those are. And a swing and a miss way up high. Let's see. Guangdong Jin is that short. And then that is fouled away. Keeps it alive. 1-2. We'll check on the NC lineup. And a swing and a miss. The first strikeout, first time they've gotten Chaewon Jun out. Do some. And that misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch misses low again. 2-0. 7 pitches now for Eugene Hook. Jong Jun Won. 0 for 1 on the day. And that's his. He'll get himself a new piece of lumber. 0 for 1 on the day. 6-3 ground outs in his first at bats. A sacrifice of bunts that meant nothing in his second. Well, Arpo, at least you can celebrate on the way to Daegu. Go shake it in Daegu. That misses low. 3-1. That one is lifted up. A left fielder giving chase. And it keeps going. Goodbye, baseball. And that puts them back ahead on the solo shots in the 9th inning. First home run of the season for him. And it's a big one. Nope. I'm gonna go with a circle. J circle. He is gonna get on base, but he's gonna get on all the bases as he touches them as he goes around. And now make sure I got all my lights up, back and fixed. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Kim Hyun Soo. Kim Hyun Soo fouls that one away, and it's 0-2. Eugene Ook is probably the worst closer in the league in terms of a regular closer. Way outside, 1-2. It's amazing, isn't it? All right, the 1-2 pitch to Kim Hyun Soo. He throws the bat down, lifts it way up in the center fielder under it, makes the catch, and 2 away. Brings up the number 4 hitter, Jang Sung-woo. 1 for 3 on the day. 2 RBI double back in the first. A couple strikeouts to go after that, and then an intentional walk to get to Hilliard. They'll have the 8-9-1 coming up. As that one is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. So they'll have Davidson, Soho Chol, and Kim Ju-won coming up in the bottom of the ninth. That's way outside, 1-1. And that's a home run. So we'll have ourselves some baseball cards pulled, ladies and gentlemen. And that is filed away. So we got ourselves a pack of baseball cards to pull away in the break. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch into the dirt. It's 2-2. Dude's wearing 2 hoodies. Got a turtleneck, a hoodie, and a vest on. The 2-2 pitch misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch misses outside, and he walks him. Brings up Hilliard. Did they pinch run for him here? He is the DH. You don't have to really worry about him. I guess you do kinda. Well, you've got a lead though. Man, he must have been running to the stage, running to the KTX. As that is coming out to talk to your closer after he just gave up the lead. And he's thrown 20 pitches, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe this? Your closer is struggling, not throwing well, so you go out to talk to him. And crazy what happens. NC fans just destroyed. All right. Do we got a pitching change or what? Because this is still taking forever. Because Eugene Yuck is still up there, or Eugene Ook is. We do have a pitching change. I'm wondering what's taking so long here. All right, so we'll have a new pitcher coming in. We'll see who's coming in.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, thank you. I can't read that, but thank you. That. Fix that.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, thank you. Double, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See who's coming into pitch. Nope, still hasn't updated. And the new app is so slow. So, Jun Samin will come into pitch.
골뱅이 TITUSOLT 슈퍼채티드 1.99달러. I grab KT Wiz before the 홈모. You think old?
Yeah, I think they will. They have probably one of the best closers in the game. Park Young-hyun. Yep, top of the 9, 2 outs. Hilliard out on the up is Jun Samin. 7.36 ERA on the season, 4 games, a 3.2 innings, of 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a 1.64 WHIP. Yep. Top of the 9, KT's up 4-3. They will have the probably one of the best, if not the best, closer in the game coming up in the bottom of the 9th. Park Young Hyun will take over. So those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the little thumbs up button, whether it's on SOOP while you're watching the game with me on SOOP or on YouTube. Checks over on the runner, and we do have a pinch runner. I thought that they would. Let's see who is pinch running. I don't know if it's updated or not. Yoojun Gyu is pinch running for Jang Sung-woo. Is Hilliard 0 for 3 on the day, and that is rolled over. First baseman grabs it, steps on the bag, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 4-3 as they look to hold it. They had the lead early, gave it up. Gave it up in the bottom of the 8th and take it back here in the top of the 9th. Why is this not working? What is up? For some reason, that is not working. I don't know what's up. My 9th inning one is not working for some reason. There we go. It's my life. Yeah, Park Young Hyun coming out for KT. Oh, Landers came back and won? Ooh, 2-1. How did they score? Park Sung-hyun. Oh. Big double? 2-run single from Park Sung-han. All right, so we should be back here. And they're going to have the 8-9-1 hitters. That's Davison, Soho Cho, and Kim Ju-won coming up here in the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th.
골뱅이 박승규 66 슈퍼채티드 1.31달러. 최강 삼성 승리하리라 오오 최강 삼성 승리하리라 오오 앱드피즘 노커 스터브 시츠.
She just tried to read the alphabet. So I live in Korea. Seoul. I'm not gonna pronounce the first parts. I live in Korea, so I'm able to watch it here in Korea. But starting this year, as that one misses inside 1-1, if you look in the description, there is a link. Yeah, advocate of whatever South. If you look in the description, there's actually a link to. It's called SOOP. Is a swing and a miss there from Davis. If you look, there's a SOOP link. It's SOOP Live. That is my SOOP Live actual account. So I stream on YouTube and SOOP. SOOP allows me to actually show the game so you can see the same stuff, but watch the game with me. Because that one is a foul to straight back, and it stays 1-2. So those of you guys watching on YouTube, looks like 27 of you are watching right now. Yeah, that is one of the big things for me. They do not look like baseball players at all. Yeah, but so those of you watching in YouTube, as that one is fouled away again. Those of you watching in YouTube, you can look in the description. There's a link there. It's called SOOPlive.com / like station / dreads or something like that. That is my SOOPlive.com streaming platform. I stream the actual game on that platform. You can watch the game with me. As the 1-2 swing and a miss as it blows it past him. 0 for 4 now for Davison on the day, and he is really struggling. One away, bringing up the number 9 hitter, Soho Chol. How they look in general. They do not look like athletes. They're physically not really that big or anything, as that one is going to be lifted. A center fielder giving chase right at the warning track, and 2 away. Brings up the leadoff batter. One day, Arpo. One day I'll have all of them going. Those of you guys still hanging out in SOOP, please hit the little thumbs up button. That is called an upper recommendation. It's very, very important. Also, you can make sure to, next to my name is fly out to center field. As here we go. That's a lifted to left field. Left fielder camping in underneath it and makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, go the NC Dinos in the bottom of the ninth. The KT comes away with the big victory as they had the early lead, gave it up, came back. It is way more entertaining than the MLB. The game I streamed on Tuesday. The game I streamed on Tuesday, I'll give you an example in just a sec here. I want to, again, whenever they hit a home run, I have started to open up a packs of cards. I did not get a chance to open up the pack of cards, so we will do a little pack of KBO baseball cards before I hit the old recap. Let me paste that in there. There we go. All right, no problem. Thank you guys. I'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow will be, can't remember what game tomorrow night's. Who's tomorrow night? I can't remember, but I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back Saturday. I'll be back Sunday, every single day. All right, so let's take a look at the old, here we go. We got a Wang Jae Gyun, who no longer plays, former KT Wiz. Then we've got Kim Sun Bin having a pretty good season for the old Kia Tigres, and the last one, hits king himself, Sogon Tang, who is no longer with Kia. He is now with Q. But yeah, there we go. We got a couple good pulls there if you're a Kia Tiger fan like Steve down there. But thank you guys for tuning in. A little recap here. So for those of you guys that are still watching, again, thumbs up from SOOP is highly important. Really important for me because it pushes the stream out and suggests it more. Also, make sure you hit the little star button next to my ID, next to my name, because that lets you follow me and becomes a loyal viewer, so you're easier to find where I'm at. I do stream 6 days a week. 6:30 games on Monday through Friday, 2 o'clock games on Saturday, and the 2 o'clock games on Sunday. So really, I mean, KT got out early. Guchang Mo didn't pitch horribly. Isn't going to end up taking the loss. Neither one of the starters mattered at all. Thank you. No problem. All right. So beginning of the game, Guchang Mo struck out Kim Ju-won to lead off the game, but a single by Che Jung-won, 2 stolen bases, and then Park Min-woo was able to get an RBI single, and then he stole a base. That put them up after a wild pitch, I believe. I ended up putting them up 2-0 at the time. They take that 2-0 lead. NC. Sorry, I'm backwards. Scratch that. Reverse it. I feel like Willy Wonka there. Chae Won-jun, a leadoff single to start the game. Was erased though. But then Kim Hyun-soo, a double, put runners on second and third. Then Jung Sung-woo comes up with a two RBI double there, or two RBI double to put them up 2-1. Then in the bottom of the inning, single by Chae Jung-won, and then two stolen bases, and then a double by Park Min-woo, and then another stolen base allowed them to make it down to 2-1. Didn't have a lot of offense after that. Back into the sixth inning, you had Gu Tong Mo came out to struck out the first batter looking. Then back-to-back walks. He gets pulled. Bae Jung Dae flies out, but then a 2 outs, a single by Han Sung Taek ends up scoring the one run to make it to 3-1 at the time. Then in the bottom of the sixth, NC. This is kind of where the game kind of fell apart for NC. Despite the fact that they were able to tie it up later, this was a huge inning. I think it was the turning point in the game, or could have been the turning points, but KBO managers decided to do the KBO manager thing. So a leadoff single by Park Min-woo, stole a base, and then a walk. Sorry, a leadoff single, and then he goes to second on a walk. So now you've got runners on first and seconds with nobody out. They end up both stealing a bag. Pop up by the number 5 hitter, Yu Song, popped up into foul territory, leaves runners on second and third with just 1 out. A single by Oh Young-soo ends up scoring a run. So now you've got a 3-2 count. You've got runners on the corners, but a failed suicide squeeze. They brought in Skamoto, who has not pitched well, did not pitch well, just walked a batter, and they bring him in to attempt a suicide squeeze. Ends up having to throw the bat at it, still not able to even touch the bats or touch the ball. That means Park Min-woo was thrown out at home, and at that point it was 3-2. They are able to manufacture another run later on with a walk, and then an RBI single by Shin Jae-in was able to make it a 3-3. But again, I talked about it. Eugene Ook is probably the weakest closer in the KBO. He doesn't have great stuff. He doesn't have great movement. He's not throwing over 150. Definitely the weakest closer in the KBO is in terms of pure stuff. Ends up giving up the go-ahead home run to Jung Joon-won to put them ahead, and then easily Park Young-hyun comes in a 1-2-3 inning to close out the NC Dinos to give KT not only the win, they also get the series win. Again, I picked them. I'm wearing the away jersey today, the KBO, the Dreads Rock TV away jersey. I also have my Dreads Rock TV hats. If you're looking for those, you can always purchase those. I make about $2 when not retiring by any means. But yeah, so a good game overall. Not a horrible looking game. Not a badly pitched game. Both of the starters pitched well. Neither one of them are going to come away with the victory though, because the bullpens did KBO bullpen things. So I'll be back tomorrow night, 6:30. Hanwha versus Lotte on Friday night. And then we've got LG at Samsung on a Saturday at 2:00, and then Sunday game. I haven't decided yet. I will decide once the pitching matchups are a little bit more discovered. Those of you on SOOP, again, please like or please follow, hit the little star button, hit the thumbs up. Those of you on YouTube, please like it, and also make sure that you subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow night. Saturday's game has been canceled. Saturday there's no rain on the forecast. All right, but thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow night to the same place as always. And well, until next time.